In this screencast, I will demonstrate how to connect individual PlantUML diagrams in FASTEN. As presented in another screencast, PlantUML allows modeling different views over a system by using dedicated UML diagrams. We used, as an example, a pacemaker system for which we created a use case diagram, a component diagram for representing the architecture, and a sequence diagram for representing the interaction between various entities. In the use case diagram, we define two actors, the doctor and the patient, each having different use cases for the system. In the component diagram, we decompose the pacemaker in two major components, the device itself and the external components, containing, for example, an app for the doctor. The device is further decomposed into several components, like the one responsible for the telemetry, battery, or pulse generator controller. Finally, in the third diagram, we describe the interaction between the doctor and the system for the realization of the use case, read functioning history. The doctor communicates with the device via the app. This app refers here to the component doctor app from the component diagram. As of now, the sequence diagram is completely independent from the use case diagram and the components diagram. The only fact that makes them related is the use of the same names for entities. For example, we can remark that one entity in the sequence diagram is the doctor, and the other two are the app and the telemetry components. This relation is implicit, and if names change, as they often do, the diagrams become disconnected and eventually the system description inconsistent. For example, if we rename doctor to cardiologist in the use case diagram, we need to remember to change that name also in all sequence diagrams where doctor is used. This is easy to do if we have only a few diagrams, but if we have tens of them, and if they are created and changed continuously by more teams, keeping such separated islands of content consistent is challenging. In order to avoid this, FASTEN provides special constructs inside diagrams to reference entities already defined in other diagrams. For example, in the sequence diagram, we can use a special construct number sign use case actor for referencing a typed element actor previously defined in a use case diagram. Having an explicit reference at model level allows us, for example, to search for the usages of this element. The use case actor can be used as any actor inside the sequence diagram for sending, receiving messages. In our example, the referenced use case actor is doctor. I am replacing the original sequence diagram actor with the reference to the doctor actor from the use case diagram. We can go reference by reference and rebind each of them to the new actor. Or press F5 two times, and then all references will be rebound if the referenced entity has the same name. Furthermore, we can easily rename the actor. For example, instead of doctor, we can name it cardiologist, and all references are up to date, and the new name is used. Much in the same manner, we can use other special constructs #component participant for creating a special participant which stays for a component from a component diagram. Again, the component participant can be used as any other participant in sequence diagrams. It can receive messages, send messages, or it can be created later in time. In our example sequence diagram, we have two component participants, the app and the telemetry components previously defined in the architecture. We remark already here a small inconsistency. In the component diagram, the component was named Doctor App, whereas in the sequence diagram is named App. We can use references also in other diagrams. Let us, for example, create a component diagram which decomposes the telemetry component into subcomponents. The telemetry is modeled like a communication module responsible for transmission of data, a data processing unit responsible for encoding and decoding telemetry data, and a memory responsible for storage of data between transmissions. If we press Ctrl plus click on telemetry, we will jump to the definition of this component. If we change the name of the telemetry component, for example, rename it as telemetry unit, all references will have consistent names. If we search for usages for telemetry, we get all diagrams where this component is referenced. To sum up, by using language extensions of PlantUML, we can explicitly reference entities like components or actors defined in a certain diagram from within another diagrams. In this manner, the initially disconnected diagrams are explicitly connected and thereby much easier to keep consistent. Thank you for watching. See you at the next episode.